Friends, welcome to St. Anthony's Catholic Student Center at the UTSA. As we welcome students for the new school year, fall 2026, the readings give us a profound invitation on the faith of a foreigner, prayer of a seeker, and the birth of a believer. Faith of a foreigner, prayer of a seeker, birth of a believer. We all may have seen these t-shirts or the signs that says, keep calm and keep drinking beer. Keep calm and keep eating tacos. Today's gospel speaks to us about keep calm and keep your boundaries. Know where you are, know who you are, know who you're speaking to and what you're speaking to, because the response won't be what you would like to hear. Prayer has no geographical boundaries. Jesus' mission is to the Gentiles, people who are other than Jewish people. We do ask for people to pray for us. Please pray for this intention. Please keep me in your prayers. We do believe the power of the prayer of intercession. Can you ask something from a foreigner? Or can you ask a foreigner to help you? We may have our own discomfort or comfort zones within which we operate because we know about our boundaries, cultural, financial, economic, socio standards. Breaking news is that nobody cares. This is what I've seen on someone's t-shirt at the airport in Washington, D.C. that said, breaking news, nobody cares. The Canaanite woman had no one to care for her. And she thought, if I miss Jesus at this time, he is not coming back to my land once again. Let me get the best out of him while Jesus is in my territory. Because I cannot enter into their territory, let me get the best out of him because he's in my town. He is in my area. He is in my boundaries. This is the beginning of all barriers being broken in the gospel. For Jesus, it was also a time of deliberate withdrawal. He wanted to be away from Jewish territory. He entered the Canaanite land. Jesus goes straight up north through Galilee to Tyre and Sidon to escape from the hostility of Jewish people, scribes and Pharisees. Even here, Jesus is not free, which speaks to tell us that mission is all about addressing the needs of the people. Sometimes not your people. There may be a lot of boundaries and frontiers at work, but Jesus is extending this, although he wanted to stay away. But the woman considered that this is the time for me to get to Jesus, tell him what I want, and get it done, period. Sometimes our prayers are not like that. We kind of think, oh, I can go to Jesus. Let Jesus come to you and do the thing for you. This is called the one-on-one with Jesus. Jesus withdrew, but woman wanted to gather with Jesus. Woman wanted to take the best out of Jesus while Jesus was in her territory. We see the ascent of the woman's faith. Though Jesus used harsh words, I'm only sent to the lost sheep of Israel. It's not good to take the food off the children and give it to the dogs. She was even prepared to take such cultural explosion, blunt words. How is my prayer? is that resilient. Why did Jesus initially withhold his healing power? As we know from the gospel, it's not woman who entered the land of Jesus. Jesus was in the pagan territory. And the woman thought, he's here. Let me get the best out of him. I don't know if he's coming back at all. There she goes with the power of the prayer of intercession for her daughter. Woman also crossed the boundaries, though. Although not physical, she crossed the cultural boundaries. Speaking to a man, a Jewish man, cultural boundaries. But she asked for healing for her daughter. She was not deterred by the remarks of Jesus, even to the point of agony and embarrassment. She was ready to eat the scraps that fall from the table. Faith will make us to any point, to the point of washing the feet, to the point of collecting the scraps. Jesus was in her territory. Once he was there, she had a right to ask him whatever she wanted to pray for. Therefore, she is tactical. She addresses David as son of David. She wanted to get attention right away with the messianic title. Maybe this is what she heard about Jesus before, that Messiah would come from the tribe of David. She does homage. She prostrates. She presents herself before Jesus. This is the power of the prayer of intercession. Can we do this? Even to the point of embarrassment and cultural pushback, like this Canaanite woman? First reading, Prophet Isaiah says, my house will be a house of healing for all people, Jewish people and Gentiles alike. The psalm beautifully captures this notion of God's presence and healing. Oh God, let all the nations praise you. Like the Canaanite woman who praised Jesus with the title, Jesus, Son of David. Let all the nations praise you, God. Paul, writing to Romans, highlights once again, I am speaking to you, Gentiles, all people other than Jewish people, so that the power of Jesus is given to all Jewish people and everyone else, the Gentiles, to receive God's mercy, to receive God's compassion, maybe upon all of us. This is the lesson we draw from the faith of a foreigner, prayer of a seeker, birth of a believer. Father Praveen Lakisetti, here at St. Anthony's Catholic Student Center at the UTSA. Thank you and God bless.